everybody, I wanted to do a quick update and recipe video today. So the reason I'm stood here standing this is because I weighed in last week and this is my half stone award from Slimming World, which for my first week was pretty impressive. I actually lost 7.5 pounds, so woohoo! Quite pleased about that. Very pleased about that actually. So this was my award. And yeah, pretty happy, but now I've got to lose weight again this week. So, I'm going to put this back on the fridge a second. Bear with me just a minute. I actually broke my favourite magnet taking this off the fridge, which was very clever of me. So, I'm just going to put this back, hopefully. Fingers crossed. There we are. So, today I am going to be making spaghetti alla puttanesca. It's just a quick, easy lunch dish. I'm actually having my dinner for lunch today because I'm going to a clubber-sized class this evening, which is probably going to kill me since I haven't done any group kind of high-intensity exercise in a while. I can't actually remember how long it's been. So today I'm going to be having my dinner for lunch. So for the dish that I'm making, the spaghetti alla puttanesca, I'm not actually using spaghetti because guess what? I don't have any. I am using tricolour pasta. This is 187.5 grams of pasta. This is enough for 2 people because I'm leaving leftovers in the fridge, either for my partner when he gets home or for me tomorrow. So 187.5 grams of pasta. You will also need, I'm going to have to move this camera actually. Hang on, let's see if I can show you this way. I got everything ready, you see. You will also need half a red pepper, half a red onion or normal onion, 8 olives. There are sins in these olives. 8 olives has 1.5 sins. And I've got 3 cloves of garlic. Now you could do 2, but because my cloves of garlic are tiddly, I thought I'd have 3 because I like garlic. Now I'm also going to be adding some spinach. That's not in the original recipe, but spinach is good for you. You're going to need a tin of tomatoes, some oregano, either 1 red fresh chilli or some chilli flakes. You can use either. I cannot be dealing with chopping up chilli because I get it stuck all over my fingers and then I end up rubbing my eyes and it's just a disaster. So chilli flakes for me. You're also going to need some tomato puree and 200 millilitres of vegetable stock, which I will be making with an OXO cube because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered to boil up veg first. And then also, this is an additional extra. You could have some of this. This is Violife's, I can't pronounce this, hang on, Prosciano wedge. It's like Parmesan basically, but for vegans. I've worked this out at approximately, there's like 1 sin per 20 calories. So if you were to have 12.5 grams of this, it works out at about 3.5 sins. I'm not sure I'm going to put this on yet. I haven't decided, but it's an option. And I thought I'd show you just in case you fancied some cheese on top to make it a bit more traditional. So, to start off, we need a pan and some Frylight spray. Now you can use any of the Frylight sprays. Obviously the spray oils are what Slimming World recommends. They're free. If you use olive oil, it will have a sin count. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. So I've got the coconut one of these. There are lots of different ones. They do an olive oil one. They do a sunflower oil one. I just happen to have the coconut one, so that's what I'm going with. You could also fry this in water if you wanted to. I do that sometimes, but I'm going to use this today. So I'm just going to do this here because my squirty thing is a bit bust. So I'm just going to pop that on the hob and then we're going to fry the red pepper, the garlic and the onion and the chili flakes for about 5 minutes or until it's softened. So that's the first step. I'm afraid you're a bit awkward camera angle wise today because my cooker is over there, but this is the only place in my kitchen I can safely put you when I'm cooking. So sorry if you kind of have this part of me quite a lot and not a very interesting backdrop. Such is the way of things. So I'm just going to put the heat on. Now it says to start over a high heat, but I like to go for a medium heat because that's just me. So all I'm going to do is put my onion and my red pepper in my saucepan. which you can probably hear me doing but can't see me doing. I need a better setup for YouTube videos. Okay, so that's the onion gone in and the red pepper. I'm then going to use my garlic crusher to do my garlic because it's just so much easier than trying to chop garlic. I hate chopping garlic, it's a nightmare. So, 3 cloves of garlic, or 2 big cloves, in the garlic crusher. And then I'm just going to add that to the pan. Nice and simple. Don't like anything too complicated, especially when I'm actually really hungry. Tried to put off having lunch until a little bit later today, and somehow it's now 1:15, and by the time this is finished, probably nearer to 2 o'clock. But never mind, such is the way of things. Just going to scrape. I always scrape out the contents of my garlic crusher and add it anyway. You don't have to do that, that's just my personal, I don't like to waste it. And then I'm going to give that a little bit of a stir. Just to encourage it to get going. Like that. And I'm going to add the chilies. I'm only going to add probably about, hang on, I'll show you. This many chilies. I don't like it too hot, and I do have a habit of being heavy-handed with chilies. So I'm just going to add a few of those in there. I didn't add all of that, I'm just going to put a little bit back. I don't want it too hot, not today. Don't fancy mega spicy pasta. I'm just going to let that soften for 5 minutes. I'm going to move my garlic crusher out of the way. In the wash, don't look over there, it's a mess again. So the next stage will be, what am I doing? Adding the tomatoes, the olives, the stock. I need stock. I knew there was something. Right, so I'm going to use 1 of these little OXO cubes. I use the vegetable OXO cubes. They are vegan, which is brilliant because I use them a lot. Sorry, cupboard. So I'm just going to add this to 200 millilitres of boiling water. So, peels the cube. Back in a second, just going to get some water. And then my lovely purple kettle, just going to measure out 200 mils. It is important, guys, that you measure everything on Slimming World, otherwise you'll go over on your sins and you won't lose weight. It's a bit annoying, but you get used to it quite quickly, so it's not too bad. I never used to be someone who weighed anything. This is probably why I put on weight. Turn that down a teeny bit. A little bit more oil because it's burning. Should I take top of this already? No. Give my veggies a little bit more oil. These spray gizmos are great until the spray doesn't work, and then they're less great. So, where's my spoon? Need to stir my stock into my boiling water. That's what I was going to do. So, as a vegan on Slimming World, I've been on it now for a week and a half. It's going okay. I am missing a few things, like smoothies is my biggest thing at the moment. I'm used to having smoothies for breakfast, and because it's pureed fruit, it has an astronomical sin value. So I'm not having smoothies at the moment. I have come across people who do have smoothies and don't count it towards their sins because it is fruit and fruit is free, but too early for that. I don't want to not lose any weight. So maybe when I've been doing it a while and I'm a bit lower in my weight, then I can play with that. That's my general thoughts on the matter. What am I doing? What am I doing? So, how are we doing? Are we softening? Getting there. Getting there. So, then we need to add the tomatoes. Now I'm just using, because we hear a lot about vegan diets being really expensive. They so are. Not if you eat fresh veg and go for the lower end budget foods. So I'm just using the budget brand from Sainsbury's chopped tomatoes. I don't see a lot of difference between them and regular ones. They work fine for me. So, oh my goodness, the recycling needs taken out. I wish our recycling people would pick it up more than once every 2 weeks, because it's There's loads of it and the bin gets too full because there are 5 houses and only 1 bin. Very helpful. Sorry, slight moan there. So I've just added the tomatoes. I'm also now going to add my olives in there. They were very fiddly because I cleverly bought the ones with stones in the middle of them instead of the ones that have been pitted. So I've just had to pull them all off the stones. Don't recommend it. Buy the ones without stones. I'm just going to stir that in and turn the heat up a little bit. And then we need to add 1 teaspoon of oregano. Herbs and spices, by the way, are free on Slimming World, just so you know. So I'm not measuring this, I'm eyeballing it. About that much. So my oregano's gone in there. Now I did think I had some fresh basil in the fridge, but I do not. So it doesn't say to add basil, but me being me, I like my Italian flavours, so I'm also going to add some dried basil, just for a bit of extra Italian-ness, as it were. There we are. That should be plenty. I think I'll just put half the bottle in there. Oops. And put the oregano away. So I'm just going to mix that in. Looks nice, this sauce so far. And then, what am I doing? Add the vegetable stock. Now the recipe says to add a pinch of sweetener to this, which you can do if you want to. I use a stevia-based sweetener. Obviously it's plant-based. It's vegan, but I do not understand this idea of putting sweetener in savoury dishes. It doesn't appeal to me, so I'm not doing it. I'm like, ew, no. Just seems to be adding extra sort of sugar for no good reason, so not doing it personally. Just my thing, but you can if you want to. No reason why you shouldn't. After all, that's what the recipe says to do. So if you want to add sweetener, do. If you don't, leave it out. Simples. And then we need some tomato puree. So I'm going to be using 2.5 tablespoons of tomato puree. Again, I eyeball this because I use this stuff all the time. So I just kind of squeeze it in and hope for the best. Which, again, probably isn't the best idea, but that's how I do it. So tomato puree's gone in. I'll leave the spinach till right at the end because otherwise it just goes all mushy and horrible. So let's stir that in. So then the idea, once you've added everything to the saucepan, you bring it up the sauce up to a boil, and then once it's boiled, turn it down and simmer it for 15 to 20 minutes. It should thicken up a little bit. That's the general idea. So I'm going to turn the heat up on this a little bit, just to bring it up to the boil. So whilst it's doing that, I'm going to put my pasta here into a pan. Noisy, sorry. So pasta in a pan. I'm going to add some hot water, 1 second. I don't have quite enough hot water, so I'm going to have to add a little bit of cold. So I'll put that on a medium heat. Now my sauce. Would you like to see the sauce? Let's see if I can move you so I can show you the sauce. Hang on. So, my sauce currently looks like this. So here's my sauce. As you can see, it's boiling. So I'm going to turn it down to a simmer. And I'm going to add a lid to that. Bear with me, this is going to be interesting, try and get the lid out whilst filming and holding you. Interesting. Hello. So, that's the wrong lid. Bother. Stay there. That lid. Trying to film whilst getting things out of the kitchen, not easy. So, that lid's going on there. I'm going to put you back over here before I drop you. Stay. Ta-da! Okay, so I'm going to leave that for 15 to 20 minutes now. And I've also put the pasta on. I'm actually going to turn the pasta up a tiny bit. I just put the pasta in a pan with some pre-boiled water and a little bit of salt. Just going to give it a little stir. And then I will come back to you once everything is cooked. Although I seem to have lost my pause button on my video, which is very annoying. what to do about that. I wonder if I can pause you. If I lose you, I will say goodbye here, but I will photograph the outcome and I will put it on my Instagram. So if you want to follow me at Instagram, my Instagram name is Pixielicious, all one word. So that's where to find pictures of the final product if this doesn't pause. Let me see, excuse the hand. But I just want to say before I go, in case this does cut me off, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you liked this video and found it helpful. And if you've got any comments or you want to leave me any suggestions, you know what to do. Fill in the comment box below and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. Hopefully I'll see you with the end product in a bit. Nope, it's still going. No, I don't think I can pause it. Okay, it looks like I can't pause it, guys, so I'm going to have to end the video here. But I will show, like I say, there will be pictures on my Instagram, and if I can, I might do a quick little video clip of the finished product. Obviously, left to do is just to add the spinach right at the end. I add the spinach and stir it in, and I'm just going to top it with a little bit of fresh parsley and possibly the parmesan. I haven't decided. So that's the plan. But hopefully, you'll see my Instagram. If not, I will try and do just a little quick video to add to the end of this, because I don't know what's happened with my video recording, but apparently my pause button has vanished. So sorry about that, but thanks for watching, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.